Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Buffalo Bills. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Wait, set, fly, 20.
58, come on. Rapid.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. First down, here's White. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady gives to Michel. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time. But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions. Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum. They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's the newest member of the 15,000-yard club. It's Frank Gore. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The first update from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Got a man open, that's Harry. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we? We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. At the 22-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now Michelle. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
I know he ain't got it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, but he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That's complete to White. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now Brady, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Wait, set. Wait, ready?
In your face.
Alert. 49's the mic.
Throwing now is Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Allen. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Allen flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Dorsett on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head.
He's got daylight. The 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 77 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To the air, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen going to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 14 yards is the pickup there. The New England first down. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. We'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Osweiler to throw. This is White on the screen. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. New England on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. To throw is Osweiler. It's complete. James White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Down. 18 Gator. Check. 53's mine. I'm here all day.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They keep it on the ground. White again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
With it is Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there and drop him behind the line. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
McCoy's got the first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one good for 26 and a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got... And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Frank Gore, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Quick update from Levi's Stadium, and it's the 49ers scoring again to open up their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, wahoo! Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Let's go.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Osweiler, and he whips that one incomplete there. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Allen. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Being chased out left. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right, and he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
53's the mark.
From midfield, here's Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Allen. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his 1st career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. 3rd down here. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen, eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now left side on the swing pass. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. On 1st down, it's McCoy. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. From the 24, Allen. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. The Bills say they have it, and they do. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it, because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Patriots, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, It's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.